Hi, and greetings from Arkansas. I figured I would like to share a little bit about the place that I'm from. Um, I actually grew up in Arkansas. I'm from Arizona, but I've been missing Arkansas lately, and I figured I'd like to share it with somebody. Um, Arkansas sits right here. It resides below Missouri, above Louisiana, and between Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Mississippi. It's not technically in the Ozark Mountains, as a lot of people like to call it, but it is part of the Boston foothills, and it is on what is known as an eroded plateau. So it's not flat; it's just really hilly. It's kind of weird. Um, our flag. This is our flag. It has quite a few different meanings, actually. The diamond on the red field represents the only place in North America where diamonds have actually been mined and discovered and mined, actually. Um, the 25 stars around it mean that Arkansas was the 25th state to join the Union, which it did in 1836, I believe. The top 4 stars in the center represent Arkansas as a member of the Confederate States during the Civil War, and the other 3 stars represent Spain, France, and the United States, countries that earlier had ruled the land known as Arkansas. I've actually lived all over northwest Arkansas, but Fayetteville is the town where I went to high school and spent the largest portion of my childhood. It's where all my friends are. And I think that Fayetteville has a really rich history. It was actually renamed after General Lafayette, a French general who helped the states gain independence during the American Revolutionary War. This is our town square. It's actually lit up for Lights of the Ozarks, as we like to call it. It's different every year, but every building and, as you can see, every bit of foliage and vegetation there is covered in lights. It's really, really beautiful. It's a great time to go out. I think the event actually lasts for like 7 days, the lighting. This is our farmer's market. As you can see, you can get plenty of homegrown items here. You can get birdhouses. People make well, lots of people just make things or grow things and bring them here. You can get flower bouquets or actually even flowers to plant in your own at your own garden. Fayetteville is the home of the University of Arkansas. Let's see. The mascot is the Razorbacks, and the many local residents have this almost like fanatical devotion to to our football team. As you can see, it's just absolutely crazy. People even there's one lady that drives around in a red car that is covered in bumper stickers and flags and things like that. It's really pretty insane. But everybody's really, really prideful about it. They all go, "Woo, pig suey." It's kind of this weird thing to know you're from Fayetteville. This is Old Main. It's actually probably the most dominating structure in Fayetteville. You can see it from basically every point in Fayetteville, as long as you're not on the other side of a hill. There's a huge hill that kind of splits the town. But it's actually the oldest building on the university campus, and it's pretty awesome. The other dominating structure is the stadium for the football team. It can seat anywhere from 72 to 80,000 people, and it was built in 1938, but it's been renovated a bunch of times since then, so it went from like a 13,000 capacity to 80,000 in that time, and we got a massive LED thing. This is one of our parks, actually. This is a Lake Fayetteville. It's what we used to get our drinking water from. Now we just use it for recreation and things like that. What you see is the spillway right there, and then a bridge that kind of goes over that so that you can kind of see the scenic kind of beauty. There are trails that run all along Lake Fayetteville. It's really, really beautiful. These are more of our parks. We actually have, I think, about 7 parks in Fayetteville, even for a population of 72,000 when you just think about the town, but there's 500,000 people in our metro area. The castle in the top left is actually built around a natural spring in one of our parks. It's a really beautiful area. Speaking of beautiful areas, this is Devil's Den. This is a natural enclosure that was built to, kind of seem natural and create a nice waterfall effect and keep extra water up there for like swimming activities and things like that. Devil's Den is actually a really beautiful place. It's just host to hundreds of waterfalls everywhere. Any trail you go on, you're going to run into one, and it's also got a lot of caves. One's called the Ice Box, and one's Devil's Den, and things like that. They're really, really interesting to explore, and you can do it safely by yourself, but A lot of times they recommend taking someone who's experienced. This is Arkansas weather for you. We actually have really beautiful summers, but then we get into winter and we get ice storms and things like that. We actually had one that cut down the power for somewhere around 3 weeks for most of the town. It was really crazy, but it was a beautiful time to go outside and actually experience the nature of it. Speaking of experiencing nature, our springtime is absolutely fantastic. And our summer, it's great for canoeing and all that. We have lots of rivers around that are actually within 30 minutes of Fayetteville. Fayetteville's, it's just kind of placed right there in the middle. It's perfect to get anywhere. Here's Beaver Lake. It is actually our source of drinking water. It's also a source of fishing and scuba diving. As you can see, this guy has a huge fish. That's pretty normal for most people to catch, even beginners. That's our dam spillway into it goes into another river. It actually flooded a town called Montenay, and as you can see, there's like sunken ships and things like that. But up in the top left, that's the last building left standing, other than the amphitheater that you see there. It was a resort at one point in time that a guy tried to kind of start up. He was trying to build a pyramid. It was actually pretty crazy. But that is my video. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that this kind of pushes you to maybe go visit Arkansas. It's a very beautiful place, and we love new people. Everybody is just fantastically nice. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed watching.